And now on to this episode of Home Away. Our reporter Jirapa Budyatat talked to an expert in waste management from Germany as he talks about his perception about food waste management in Thailand.
We met Werner Kossmann at his office inside the Pollution Control Department, or PCD. At present, his organization, GHG, cooperates with the PCD on the Food Waste Reduction project. Since Thailand is committed to the UN 2030 agenda to reduce food waste by 50% by 2030, Werner has been involved in this project for 3 years.
Thailand would like to reduce it. So our partner, PCD, the Pollution Control Department, actually was assigned by the government to manage the process of developing the necessary framework conditions. We call it the National Roadmap on Food Waste, because food waste actually is the major waste component in the overall household waste. So whatever goes to the landfill is being disposed in the landfill. About 40% is food waste.
At the moment, Thailand does not have a proper food waste management system, and when food or organic materials go to the landfills and breaks down, it gives off the deadly gas methane, which is a climate killer.
If you look into the bins, you have these plastic bags. Sometimes they are full with leftover food. So they put them into plastic bags, and then every day it will be collected by the waste collection and brought to the landfill to be disposed. What happens in the landfill, because it's organic material, it decomposes in the landfill mainly without oxygen going into it, because it's compressed and covered with soil. So if organic matter decomposes without oxygen, it creates a gas which is called methane. And methane is a climate killer, actually. It has a global warming potential which is about 25 to 30 times higher than CO2 or carbon dioxide. So if we are able to reduce methane emission to the atmosphere, we can do a lot to save the climate in a way that we reduce global warming.
Before we think about how to manage food waste, perhaps what we should do is start with food waste reduction.
When you go shopping, when you go to the market to buy food, you should think about what do I need for my period of time where I would like to have the food for. Let's say I'm buying for 2 or 3 days. Do I need big banana, or do I need only 4 or 5 banana, which is sufficient for these 3-4 days? So it has a lot to do with awareness, and I think this is what we have to work on at the very beginning, to make people aware that when I buy food, I should make sure that I can also eat it.
Werner said Thailand can definitely do better when it comes to waste management, and the circular economy is the key. If the country does nothing to improve it, there will, however, be a bigger problem in the near future.
I think we can do better. Thailand can do better in waste management, namely when we think about the products, how can we make the products in a way that it can be easily recycled? So circular economy is the key word for this, and if we are able to manage the waste in a way that it can kept in the circle, so that it is not a waste but it still is a raw material, then I think we have reached a high level, not only on waste management but on resource We call it resource management. If we would not go this way, and if Thailand would not go this way, I think they will have serious problems in the future in managing the landfills. Landfill, you need a lot of land, actually, but it's also expensive. You have to buy the land or rent the land and make a landfill actually only for putting in the waste, and it has to be kept there for over 40 years sometimes. So the land is actually not being utilized very efficiently. And I think in the future this will be even a bigger problem.